No. Middle is good. Tonight we're joined by the Birmingham Stallions head coach Skip Holtz, quarterback Alex Magoo, and linebacker Rashad Smith. We're going to start with a statement from Coach and then open up for questions.
Really proud of the effort of this team tonight, the way they went out and played. I heard all week about what we didn't have, what we lost, and the starting quarterback and the starting tailback and the starting wide receiver. All three of them are starting fullback. All of them were returners from last year, seasoned, experienced in this offense. And really, we started talking about a little bit. Let's talk about what we do have. We have a quarterback that has played a lot of football, that has an awful lot of talent. He was the first pick of this football team. He was the first Birmingham Stallion. We've got a young running back that I think the world of. Nobody's seen him yet because he's been sitting in third place, but he's a very talented player. And I said, we've got talent on this team. Everybody's been working. It's just going to be, we're going to see how they're going to perform under the lights. And I was impressed with what I saw tonight. I thought defensively, I thought we played an outstanding football game. I thought we played really well. It's a shame that they didn't get the shutout.
I'm gonna buy them whatever they want. Donuts.
But I thought defensively they played awesome. Kept the ball in front. They're swarming. They're flying around. That was part of what we said. We lost a lot of guys on offense, but everybody's still here on defense. We had two guys out. Scooby and Jackson are starting defensive end, but everybody else was back, and people just keep stepping up. I love the culture. I love the leadership. This team's a lot of fun to coach. I really enjoy them, and so it was a fun night watching Alex have control the way he did, seeing the field the way he did. I thought he was poised. I thought he was under control. I'm really proud of the effort that he put forth tonight. I thought he played it. I thought overall there was a lot of really good things in this game to build on for sure.
We're going to open it up for questions.
We just kept talking about the whole talk beforehand was about what we do have, and everybody just do your job. It's not going to take nobody's got to be Hercules. We don't have to go out and leap tall buildings, and everybody. We said, when the tide rises, all boats rise. Right now, we got a couple guys out. Everybody's just got to pick up a little bit of the weight. Everybody's got to pick up a little bit of the leadership. Everybody's got to pick up. We all just have to have a little bit more focus. We have to be a little bit more dialed in. I kept saying to Alex during the game, and I said to the team at halftime, let's just stay focused. Stay focused, one play at a time. It's all about the next play. I thought Alex played really well. There's a couple times we talked about a couple mistakes that, maybe vision, eyes, what he saw, where he went with it. But it was like, that one's over. Next play. Let's not worry about it now. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I can yell, scream, and holler tomorrow. But tonight, we're going to keep growing, stay focused on the next play, and I thought this team did a great job of doing that.
Just play together, do your job, and don't let them in the end zone. We wanted to shut out, and we didn't get it, but I think we played well as a defense.
I think that was a shot.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I didn't mean to.
Nah, you're good. I know I messed it up.
It was in all phases. It was. I think we are. I think the whole league probably has more talent, top to bottom. I definitely feel our team is more talented this year than we were a year ago, and that doesn't mean we've got a lot of 80% of our starters back. I think, but the depth is so much different. I think the players that were picked up in free agency were probably more talented than the second half of the draft last year. If that makes sense. When you're drafting a whole team in 1 year. I thought I think Zach Potter, I think he's done a great job of bringing talent to the table. I think our coaches have done a great job of evaluating that talent, making some decisions on who to add. This is a phase of football I'd never been involved with before, you know what I mean? Especially, I met with a quarterback yesterday and saw him throw for the first time today in pregame. I mean, it's just different, but it's all about let's just keep stacking the chips, you know what I mean, and putting players in a position to give us a chance. And they come in, and we've got really strong leadership and culture in our locker room right now with those guys. We've got some of our upperclassmen, Tyree, Brian Allen. I mean, some of these guys are just doing a great job right now. Willie Yarberry, I go on. So many guys on this team that have been here really have built a really strong culture, and the guys that have come in have really fit in.
For Alex, what's the comfort level in the pocket having tight ends that can really be that security blanket for you, as well as the two you guys that skillful, have seen for a couple of years and things like that, and know what they're capable of?
Well, yeah, that's what you know what they're capable of. They're capable of doing great things, and I'm just trying to get the ball in their hands as fast as I can and do my job, like Coach was saying, just follow my reads and throw the ball where my read takes me. Oh, they were amazing. I'm pretty sure all the sacks were my fault. I was holding the ball when I had guys open, like the safety was my fault. And I remember we had 4 seams or 4 go balls, and I missed the right seam, and I took a sack. And they played great, and hats off for them.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think the whole South Division. I'm excited to play against New Orleans, who we're sharing a hub with right now. I'm excited to play against Houston. Excited to play against Memphis. And the adage, one day you're the windshield, one day you're the bug. I mean, there's a lot of great rivalries. There's a lot of very talented football teams, and tonight was our night. But I think that it's certainly going to be fun to continue to build these rivalries, especially in the South Division. I felt like I don't feel like we ran block as well as I would like to tonight. We came into this game. I came in and I had made the comment I want to be able to run the ball because last week that was probably the Achilles heel for us. And I don't think we had some success with a couple plays out around the edge, and part of that was what Memphis did to us. They played 2. They covered both A gaps. You know what I mean? Where normally you leave one open for a lot. They covered both A gaps, clogged the middle, and we struggled with it early. Made some adjustments and ended up getting the ball out on the sideline. I thought they did a good job with some of those adjustments schematically. But I would have liked to seen us run the ball a little bit more consistently, fundamentally, with where we are. Defensively, I think it's pretty hard to be critical of the performance they put in there tonight. I thought they were awesome. I don't know that I would really just repeat what we did tonight. You know what I mean? I think we got guys that are flying around playing really well together.
So we're going to end with Oscar, our friend Oscar from Mexico. Oscar, if you want to unmute and talk to Coach.
No, I didn't learn anything.
Hello, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Coach. Speak in English, don't worry. Coach, everybody talks about the offense, with the first 2 points in the game, but would you say some words to the defense? The key of this game is the balance. Was a great performance for the defense. You have Memphis Smith with 5 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble. It's one of a kind this night in Birmingham.
Yes, Oscar, I appreciate your following all the way from Mexico, and we certainly appreciate you being involved in watching the game. As I said a minute ago, I think the only way that you can win a lopsided game is you've got to play well defensively. And I was excited about the offense's performance because of a lot of the new faces, but I thought the defense was awesome. I mean, when you have a defense like that behind you and you know you have a chance to win 7-3, boy, you sleep a whole lot better at night. And I think we've got some very talented players that played excellent together tonight. And I think that what they're capable of, they played a great game last week. they gave up 10 points last week, and we turned the ball over inside the 20-yard line and put our defense on the edge of a cliff. So you can look at it last week. They played a phenomenal game as well, and that's 2 in a row, and just really proud of the way they're playing and the things that they're doing right now. I think John Chavis, Bob Shoup, Marty Long, Derek Riley, those guys have done an unbelievable job on the defensive side of the ball. And if you ever have a chance to visit with John Chavis, he's a man of very few words. But they're normally very stern and very direct. And that's the way this defense plays right now. They play stubborn, they play stern, and they play direct. And I love the way they fly around, the pressure that they put on offenses to produce. And I'm just really proud of the way they're playing.
So it does look like we have one last question from James Larson online. James, you can unmute and ask your question.
James Larson with the USFL Newsroom. My question is for Alex here. Alex, you've had quite a journey so far in the USFL over these 2 seasons. You were a starter, of course, got injured, and then last season kind of sharing time with Jamar Smith. Now Jamar's injured, you take over as a starter once again. What's it like mentally just trying to prepare for what might come next week in and week out?
I just try to prepare the same way I do for every game. I try not to look at it as if I'm starting or if I'm not starting, because you never know what's going to happen in a football game. You just never know when you're going to go in, or if I'm starting, I'm preparing the same way I used to before. I prepare like it's a championship game every week, so that when we get to the championship, it's nothing new. So I just try to go out there and play like I'm always playing. I'm always in there, and I'm always doing my best and helping the team win.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greg, good to see you again. Good to see you again. It's been a long time. Yep.
Thank you.
Nice job, both of you. Nice job tonight.